RJ, what's up, dude? Bass Nazi. Jacob in the house. What's going on, dude? Chase, Sean, Brandon. What is up, guys? Les. Best Nazi. Never been that fast in. Glad to have you, buddy. Howdy, y'all. What's up, Joseph? Let's see here where we at. Silver Stacker Joe. What's up, Matt? Jacob, Aaron. What's up, guys? Not too much, Jacob. I just got home from Emo's. Had dinner with the family, and I'm talking to you guys. See, backyard bassing. Yeah, a little early. What's going on, Lee? Mad Matt, what's going on, dude? Appreciate $2, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway, which we'll get to here in a second. Got some good things picked out for you guys today. So, any fishing, Mad Matt? I'm sure you wouldn't, dude. Catching them as usual, man. Morrison Outdoors. What's up, dude? Brandon. Favorite Ned head? I don't really fish the Ned head that much to have a favorite. I use the ones from Picasso. I use the Z-Man ones, some from Mustad. But again, I haven't used them enough yet to say one's my favorite. What's going on, David? What rod would you recommend for punching? I'll be honest, I don't do a whole lot of punching. There's not really any mats on the lakes that I fish. Really just, it all probably depends real how thick it is. But you want a rod, obviously, that can handle, getting big fish out of those mats. And really not even so much the big fish. If you're in a pretty thick mat, even a smaller fish, you're going to bring in like probably 10 pounds of salad. So I'd probably recommend, a little bit longer rod, heavy power, something that's got some pretty good tip to it that can handle some weight. So. But again, I don't really do hardly any punching at all, so I really wouldn't be the one to ask for that. Greg, if you're on here, dude, still, I think you probably do some of that, don't you, on Kincaid? What do you recommend for that, man? Aaron Jacobs, no problem, buddy. That's pretty cool. I do appreciate the message from you the other day. Pretty cool, man. Yeah, I do have, like I said, a few videos on that on my channel as well. Like I said, the one that you've seen was on MTV's channel, but they're all pretty similar. The one though that I did with my boys right before that one is actually a pretty funny video. You may want to check that one out too. Bass Nazi was watching a BLET vid on live. Well, maintenance and the marine oxygenator between the tutorial downpour we are having here haven't got out. That sucks, dude. Yeah, it poured pretty much from about 2 o'clock on today here, too. Mad just got back. I got stuck in the rain, but as soon as it was done, caught them pretty good. Like always, dude. Always sticking them, dude. I have not used the shroom heads, Brandon. Have not, bud. I've never caught a muskie, so I could not tell you. But if Backyard Bassin is still on here, I do believe he has fished for him before, so he might be able to help you out. What's going on, Shadow? What's going on, Jacob? Lee, appreciate $2, bud. You're entered in the giveaway. Sean, appreciate $5, bud. You're entered in the giveaway as well. We already got a few donations. We'll go ahead and get into what we're giving away today. And be honest, guys, I was hoping to hit 48,000 soon. And I was like at 47, I don't know, 47, like 920 or something like that a few days ago. And we're already up over 48,000, like 300. So you guys are blowing the channel up. So again, really do appreciate that. So got a little bit bigger giveaway for you guys today. Baby bull shad. This will be in the giveaway here in bluegill. It's like $15. We got a Weston glide bait. That's probably $30 between the two there. We do have the Valcraw. We got some Exo Swims. That's probably $40 or so. A couple packs of these big bite baits, little drop shot bait. And then the Rapid Fishing line clips. So probably, I don't know, roughly $50 here for the winner. Any donation gets you guys in the giveaway. So there you go. What is your favorite knot with braid? I tie the Palomar pretty much like 98% of the time. All right, the 10 Horse Monty. Hey, guys, go check him out. He's got a pretty cool channel as well. He recommends 7.4 to 7.11 heavy for punching. Colton Owens, appreciate the buck, buddy. You're entering the giveaway. Backyard Bassin recommends heavy rod with fast action tip, something with a good backbone for sure. He throws a 7-Eleven ducker rod. Okay. And didn't you just actually have a video on that, Greg? How was the race last night? Anything exciting happen? Nothing really exciting. I mean, the whole race, to be honest, was exciting, but nothing like over the top, like that was really, really cool. But like I said, the whole race was pretty awesome. And pretty cool. It was only my second race I've ever been to, and really enjoying it. And we plan on going to a few more of them before the season's up. So pretty cool. What's going on, Bill? Great video of the week on the spinnerbait trailer hook. Cool. Glad you enjoyed, bud. Glad you enjoyed it. Jacob, yep, you're exactly right. I'm sure you're talking to somebody else here. Sergio, what's up, dude? Glad to see you, buddy. Hey, what's up, Tackle Junkies? What's going on, Scotty? What's going on, Noah? You have got to try the man. Yeah, I got the man bear pig. I haven't used it much, but yeah, I think I got it in what's that one color? Black and blue and green pumpkin. I can't think of the name of it. I'm sure you guys know, but I've tried that color before. Everybody drop those. What's L's, Mike? Oh wait, or Matt. Likes, I guess, on the live stream. I got you. Drop the likes. Thumbs up. Appreciate it, Matt. What's going on, Scotty? Lee. Yeah, pretty good base, guys. Like I said, $50 value. And we're stepping it up this week for you guys. St. Louis Blues fan. What's going on, Ronnie? Appreciate you checking in, buddy. Yep, Greg just dropped a video on punching. You guys can head over to his channel and check that out. I believe he had some fish catches in the beginning of his video, and then he was at his pond. Jacob, dude, don't talk to me on Instagram, buddy, when I'm talking to you right here, man. And I forgot what I was saying. But he had some fish catches before the video as far as, like, you know, catch fish or whatever. Then he did something by his pond with the punching setup. You should do the tractor pulls if you can. Yeah, that'd be cool. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Doug's in the house. What's going on, dude? It was the Bomberito 500 Indy cars. Fat boy. What's up, big dog? How do you donate? Somebody tell this guy here how you don't. Tell Jason how you donate. It should be down there by the comment or something like that. What's going on, Rick? Mr. Wheelchair Preacher. Dude, what's going on, man? It's been a while. Glad to see you on here, buddy. What's your favorite affordable bait caster? Noah, I tell you what, man, if you can get them on sale, it's pretty tough to beat the Pro Qualifier for like $50. Normally they retail at $100, but if you get them on sale for 50, man, it really is tough to beat. From there, I'd go to probably the Tatula CT, which you can probably get for around $100 if you shop around. I'm sure I'll end up recommending the PC Fun reels. I'm not going to yet. I want to get a couple more months with them before I do. But you guys know I've been using those all season so far. All is good with those reels. Feels pretty solid. Again, no complaints at all. So, but as of right now, I'd recommend those two for you guys. What's your thoughts on glass cranking rods when using graphite upgraded trebles? Still lose fish often. Is there better landing on glass? Michael, I don't like glass for a couple of reasons. One, it's a little bit heavier, which is not a huge deal for some, but you do notice the weight difference. But to be honest, the reason that I personally don't want glass is because I feel it actually hooks them too good. You know, it's a softer rod and it's less sensitive as well. They get it deeper. I mean, I'm sure if you're a tournament fisherman, you're going to make sure you get those fish to the boat. I'm just out there fun fishing and all that. If I land them, great. If I miss them, it sucks. But, you know, I don't feel I hook them as deep with a graphite cranking rod versus a glass. Again, just because the glass is much softer. So you guys can share your input on that as well. But that's why I don't go to a glass rod. But yeah, if you are losing fish, you probably would catch more on glass just because, again, it is softer. But that's kind of my reason behind that. See, man, bear, pig on Carolina rig works great. Cool. I think the color you're talking about. Yeah, trap stamp. That's it, Sergio. Green pumpkin with blue. That is it. How is a smallmouth fishing? I've never been except one time a few weeks ago. We went floating on the Merrimack, and I caught my first ever smallmouth, and it was this big. So I don't know. I really don't know anywhere around me that has smallmouth other than that river there. So I really don't know, guys. No clue at all. I've been fishing lately, seen a few largemouth where I live, been trying to get them. Get them, Scotty. No problem, Jacob. Yeah, I can't talk to you on Instagram when we're trying to talk here, dude. Hey, TJ, what's up? What's going on, bud? I just picked up a reel off Karl. So, okay, I want to try it. That's cool, dude. Which one did you get, man? All right, the money emblem is the bottom right corner if you want to donate. Sean, I do appreciate the second donation. You're definitely entered, buddy. Much appreciated. What's going on, Jake? Yeah, Pro Qualifier, man. It really is tough to beat. $50. It really is a killer reel. It's solid. It's kind of heavy compared to some other reels, but I mean, it really is a solid reel. I used them for years, and I never had any issues with them at all. What's your opinion on aluminum fishing boats? Thinking about getting a low Stinger 175. Be honest, I'm looking at a Stinger 188, and I fish smaller bodies of water, and we have horsepower restrictions, so I have to have an aluminum boat because I need a smaller motor. I mean, if you probably can't even put a small motor on a glass boat, but let's say you, I don't know, had a nitro or something like that. If you put a 50 horsepower on there, it ain't going anywhere. But I'm sure you couldn't do that anyways. But to get some speed, on the water, if you can only put a smaller motor on there, you're going to need an aluminum boat. But yeah, I have no issues at all with my tracker. I'm wanting a little bit bigger boat. I still may get the new tracker. I'm up in the air about it. I did see it in person. I love the layout. It's just a little bit smaller than I would have hoped for. That's kind of why I'm looking at the Stinger 188. But I'm waiting to hear back on that boat if I can put a 50 horse on it, because I believe it says 75 to 115, and I have to have a 50 horsepower max. So, Fat Boy, appreciate $5, bud. You're entered in the giveaway. Okay, Ryder Royal saying hit the $sign, buy the box, you write, comment in. That's how you donate. Backyard Bass and Agrees, Pro Qualifier, solid or real. How are the rage tails for largemouth bass tackle? You've been using them for years, bud. Love them. And you guys know, I mean, like I said, I've used the Rage Craws for many, many years. And I still use them to this day, but I use the Vile Craw a little bit more just because I feel I get a little more kick out of it versus the Rage Craw. But both killer baits. Mr. Realchair Preacher, appreciate it, buddy. Glad to see you on here, bud. And we started a little bit earlier today, but looks like everyone's joining in here. 10 horse Monty, get at least a 16-foot aluminum boat with a 48 or larger bottom. Eddie, hey TJ, this is my first SNL. I've been loving the vids. Appreciate it, buddy. Glad to see you tuning in, man. Jason, appreciate $5, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Boom, I need more baits, Jim. Well, hopefully you win, buddy. Good luck to you. Ryder Royal, get an aluminum boat and take it where the fish are. The heck with scratches and gel coats. Yeah, my tracker actually is pretty banged up. Probably in the videos you guys wouldn't see that, but if you've seen it in person, it's definitely got some battle scars on it. Hey brother, somehow I just finally saw a Z-Man TRD Cross like the Ned rig. Have you used those? If so, good. They are small like the Neds. What ones do I have? Yeah, actually I do. I have used the Cross. And they also have like a little beaver one, and they also have where are they at? Hold on. That was somewhere. These ones here, which I have not used yet, these are these ones here, the little hogs here. But then they do, I can see them here on my shelf. They got the craws, then they got the little beaver ones. I've used the craws, and I have not used the beaver ones or these ones here, but I do like the craws for sure. But again, I don't throw the Ned rig a ton. Again, I don't have a ton of confidence in it yet, but I will get more into it. What's going on, Cody? Jacob, how was your thoughts on catfish? When I first started fishing, all I did was catfish. Put up one heck of a fight. I actually catch a catfish from time to time while I'm bass fishing. What's going on, Josh? Looking for a 7.6 medium heavy 3/4 ounce jig rod that has great sensitivity for ledge fishing in the $200 range. $200 range. Let's see here. All the Akuma rods I use are cheaper than that. You may want to look at the SX. Those are like 180, I believe. If you want something higher end than that, that would probably be the most sensitive rod that they own or they have. You may want to look at the Dobbin Champs. Those are probably $249 though. But if you get a sale on Tackle Warehouse, it would bring you down probably to $200. So I would look at one of those two. Shimano makes a good rod as well. Good fishing on my last outing. 5 on buzzbait, 5 on a Senko, 6 on a lipless. Spencer, killing, dude. Lee, you like the Inception? Have you tried the PC Fun Carbon X spinning reel? Yep. I've actually I've had mine out a few times, and probably the last maybe 2 or 3 videos that my son has been in, and you'll see another one on Tuesday. He's using the Carbon X as well. So far, so good. Solid reel. I thought it'd be funny. That's why I did it. Sorry. No problem, Jacob. Hey, do you have a live target swim bait? I have an awesome trick. Live target swim bait. I don't think I do. The X Pride. There you go. I have to start school tomorrow, so it's perfectly fine. Can you put a hat on? I forgot my sunglasses. Shit it. Hey, you know what? I'm not bald though. I have a full head of hair. I'm not bald at all. I choose to shave my head, buddy. I watch your videos every day. The unboxings are amazing. Appreciate it, Scotty. I got plenty of those on there, man. I don't want to bore you guys with those, but I got like 3 Tackle Warehouse orders still sitting in boxes. One from Cal. I actually got 4. Make that 4. One from Calco's Fishing. Again, I don't want to put a bunch of that stuff up. I know some guys don't like those, but I do have a bunch of tackle that I could unbox you guys. Love the craws and TRDs. Sweet. Let's see what you say. Jason, my first SNL. Also, but your videos have helped me tremendously. We appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate the comment. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the views. Doug, appreciate $5, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Sounds like some good items in tonight's giveaway. We'll go over one more time. We got the Westin glide bait there. The bull shad is probably $30 value at least right there. The bull shad and bluegill. We got the rapid fishing line guides. We got some exo swims. We got some Valcross and a couple packs of little drop shot baits from Big Bite Baits. So probably $50 value. If you guys donate, you're entered in that little giveaway. I know you have a ton of tube vids. What is your preference for hooks? I never used them and picked up a couple bags of 4-board baits. For the longest time, I just used, what did I use? I think it was called the Gamakatsu. I think it was called a G-Lock hook. I used that for a while, and then I just went to a standard EWG, used that for many years until Trokar came out with the Trokar tube hook, which I do have a rigging video on that particular hook, which Becca, if you're watching, if you could link that video in the comments, that would be awesome. But yeah, the reason I kind of like that hook is it's an EWG style hook, but the hook point is offset from the eye. So I do believe you can get a little bit better hookup with that hook versus your standard EWG. But it's really one of the only hooks that I use from Trokar. But really just an EWG. And sometimes with an EWG, I'll go ahead and take where the bend is at the bottom, I'll bend it out and then back up. That way it's still the hook point is offset from the eye. But if you're going to do that, you might as well just use that Trokar hook. I have not used the SLX DC. I've used the SLX, but not the DC. Sorry I'm late. What's going on, brother? Hey, Tyler, what's going on, dude? Better late than never, man. What's going on, Jay? Appreciate the $5, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Let's see here. You ever get out Northern Cali tube? No, I never have, buddy. I really don't get outside Illinois. What's going on, Chuck? Good to see you, buddy. Rhino Fishing TV. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man. What is your hot summer go-to when the bite is tough? Probably like a 10-inch worm, 10-inch river tail, culprit, Zoom old monster, something like that. I'll even use, what's the other one? Power bait 10-inch ones. I like those in that black grape color. Good evening. What's going on? Arizona saying hello. What's up? Backyard Bass, and I've been using the Shimano Corrado DC and the Scorpion DC. Have you been throwing yours anymore, and what your thoughts on it compared to your other reels? I have not thrown the DC anymore, bud. Great reel. I mean, once I got it dialed in, it doesn't cast great, but just for me, it's not comfortable at all. It is heavier than the majority of the reels that I own, but it's just awkward, to be honest. Even like, I guess the way the reel is shaped, and even how when you push the thumb bar, it's nothing is like it's not real smooth. I mean, I guess how the motion that you're doing it is not smooth. You know, when you push the thumb bar, obviously it's really smooth. It's a smooth reel. Nothing against the reel. It doesn't seem like it's in the right area for me for my hand. It just does not fit my hand that well. Kind of awkward. I don't know. I'm not crazy about the feel of the reel in hand. As far as performance goes, I think it's awesome. Again, it's just not that comfortable for me in hand. What's going on, Aaron? You may have covered this in another video, but do you still use Power Team lures? You got me hooked on some of their baits. Yeah, actually, that box right there is loaded with PTL still. I'm loaded with craw d'oeuvres, one of my go-to baits, and y'all always have those on hand for sure. Those I still use. The grubs from time to time I still use. The swinging hammers. Yeah, I still use stuff. But yeah, the craw d'oeuvres. That's one of like my go-to little shaky head craws. Great little like finesse jig trailer as well. Fat boy, you want to see the unboxings, huh? Get out once a year, caught a sunburn. That ain't cool, dude. What's going on, Ron? I appreciate $2, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. What trolling motor you plan to get on the boat? Most likely an Ultrex. And just really depends how many batteries I can fit. I'd imagine I would just get the 24 volt. And what's that? Probably 80-pound thrust. That would be the plan. But I love the power poles. I'd like to stick with power pole. It just depends how much room's in the back. I may have to go to Talons. I would definitely have to go to Talons if I stick with the tracker, because there's no room back there at all for 2 pumps. Yeah, I think I'd go with the Ultrex, though. What's going on, Eddie? Love your videos. Appreciate it, buddy. What's going on, Jeff? Appreciate the $5, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. I guess you need to buy some Trash Master jigs to make the cuts. So here you go. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I don't know why Phantom cut me out of the video, man. Put the video up, and like I said, I caught a couple other little ones on a square bill, 3-pounder on the square bill, but they don't make it in the video, so he makes me look like I got, shafted the entire day. But I guess since it wasn't caught on a jig, I didn't make the cut for the video. But yeah, it was a fun day. What's the price on the PC Fun spinning reel? Sean, I want to say when I first made the video on that reel, I want to say it was on sale for around $65, something like that. But I think retail on it could be around $80 or $90. Doug, need some new unboxing videos. Those people that don't like unboxing videos must have forgotten what this channel is about. Yeah, some guys make comments about show and tell, and this and that and the other. And I don't want to try and offend anybody. I don't make those videos to show you guys, hey, look what I bought, blah, 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 I make the videos because I like watching those videos to find out about new baits, new colors. A lot of times on websites, you can't really get a good idea of the color, but in videos you can. So I make those videos for the same reason, that I like to watch them, just to get ideas of other baits that are out there and things like that, But again, some guys think you're just trying to show off, and some guys take it the wrong way. So again, that's why I don't try to flood the channel with those. But, it is what it is. You can't make everybody happy, that is for sure. It's definitely hard to please everyone on the channel. I need to start doing YouTube videos when I go fishing or over the tackle I have right now. That's cool, Scotty. We like to see it, man. Where is the coolest place you fished? I haven't really fished that many lakes at all, and they all kind of suck. So really, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. Hey, we got 92 people on here. Can you guys all hit that thumbs up button? Got a new Diamond's cranking rod I'll be getting on the water Tuesday. Cool, dude. What's going on, Greg? If you guys could also check out OCJdeals.com, I would really appreciate that. They support the channel. If you guys could support them as well, That would be awesome. Eagle Claw sells the same tournament tube hook as well if you don't want to pay the Trocar price tag. Yeah, I just kind of stopped using Trocar years back just because their keeper, for me at least, it seems like it tore up the plastics more than it held them up. And like I said, but that tube hook itself, I love. But again, that keeper does tear up the baits pretty good. Alex, hello. The first time that I made it for a live. Awesome, dude. Glad to have you, man. And there, right there, my wife put the video that I was talking about on the Trocar tube hook rigging video. It's right there, guys. Check that out. 73 watching, 32 likes. We'll need to smash it. Now we got 96 on and 51 likes. Come on, guys. Get the thumbs up on here. Heading to a fish, a local pond with a rattling Ned from Guggen Baits. Let us know how you do, Christian. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that bait out as well. Hey guys, my first bait caster is a Shimano Corrado DC. Is the Scorpion better or the same as the Corrado? Can you guys answer that? I've never used the Scorpion. Is the Scorpion, is that more like more of a finesse reel, lighter line, things like that? Babe, Sean is saying thank you. I tell you what, I got a video coming out Tuesday, and I'm calling her an old lady. But I asked you guys for a new nickname for her, so you guys can have some fun with that. Where is that wood? It's over here on the floor. I got the I kind of changed the room around. I got different tables in here, and I want to hang it up, but it's over there in front of the sink. Yeah, it was here. Like I said, I had my old desk in here before. And you notice the computer's gone too. My wife took that upstairs. I never really used it down here. It just changes things around here. But I'm going to get that hung up on the wall. Do you know if Akuma will cover the guides on the TCS? Just had one pop on me frogging. Chuck, I don't know that. I don't know what they do with guides, to be honest, man. I've never had one come off, so I've never had to ask them. I've only had, with all the rods that I've had, I've only had one tip that I've had to replace and never had to replace a guide. So honestly, I do not know. I'd imagine if something you're going to do yourself, they'd probably send you a new guide. But if they're going to actually give you a new rod for that I really don't know, bud. Any tips on growing your channel? I mean, I may have, 48-something thousand on here, but it's been a long road. Most guys these days, well, it depends on the videos. They get 50 grand in a year, so I'm not really for sure I'm the best one to ask for tips. But, we did actually get a few hundred subs in the last week, so that was been awesome. But I think the main thing is being consistent. Have a schedule, stick to it. I mean, I'm getting out 3 videos a week, including this live stream here, but working a full-time job, having a family, it's tough. I mean, I go 7 days a week, whether I'm working my job or doing something with this. So, I mean, there really is no rest. If you're trying to grow the channel, you need to be consistent. I think title, thumbnail, the right tags, description, it all comes into play. But I think being consistent is the main thing. You need a schedule, you need to stick to it. Price aside, Carbon X could be a go-to instead of a Shimano Stratic FL. Can I even compare these? I haven't used that Stratic, so I couldn't say. I honestly don't know. And again, I won't recommend really any reel. I tell you guys about them if you guys want to check them out, but I don't give you the go-ahead to go buy them until I've actually used them for a season and review them. That's why I really haven't pushed the bait casters that much as well. Told you guys about them. Told you guys I'm digging them so far. No problem so far. But we'll do a review at the end of the season, see how they held up the entire season. That being said, I don't know what the Shimano reel costs compared to the Carbon X. That's something to think about, because if you can get the Carbon X on sale for like $60, let's say the Shimano is $300, when you can buy 3 of the Carbon X to the one Shimano. Now, will the Shimano outlast them? I have no idea. I really don't know. Again, I've only been using them this season. So far, so good. They do feel very solid. And I do like about the Carbon X that the handle actually screws in to the bottom of the reel. So it kind of eliminates that play in that area. I mean, it's got some nice features on it. Again, though, we'll see if it holds up throughout the year, and then we'll do a review on it. Just bought a 13 fishing. You know, one thing I will say though, I just thought about that, comparing it to the Shimano Stratic. I did a video on the Akuma RTX, and if you look at a lot of the reviews, a lot of guys compared those two reels together, and I believe the RTX could have been under $100. That could be one to check out. That was an awesome reel. And just bought a 13 fishing Origin reel 8-1. I got it set up with as a flipping and pitching rig. Currently working well so far. Have you tried one? The Origin. I don't believe so. I've tried the A, the C, the Z, the Inception. Greg TJ, you ever throw a Spro BBZ1 rat? Pretty wicked wake bait. Got my first 5-pounder on the Morning Dawn version. First light today. I haven't tried it, buddy. It could be one to add to the list, though. BBZ1 rat. You know, I actually take that back. I've seen those on Karl's, I believe. So maybe I'll pick one of those up on my next order. And another color you're talking about, too. Cool one. 5-pounder, dude. Can't beat that, man. TJ, do you know Kendall Gray? I've heard the name before. 80-pound Ultrax is a dream trolling motor. Hate straight electric steer. How deep will your power poles reach? They're 8-footers. I think they hold it pretty good. You know, 5.5 foot or so. That's why I enjoy unboxing videos too, but I understand. Yep. Throwing chatterbaits in the summer. I pretty much throw a chatterbait, you know, all year. It's great for muddy water, but I think they excel probably early spring and fall is when I probably do the best with them. Usually September is the month that I do really well fishing. What's going on, C, dude? Better late than never, man. Glad to have you. What's going on, Jacob? And okay, I already talked to you. Where you at? Chuck, appreciate $5, bud. You're entered in the giveaway. Ismail, what's going on, dude? We got 112 people on, only 71 thumbs up. Let's get that number up, guys. John, I caught 4 fish Thursday night on that same baby bull shad bait. Good deal, buddy. Hey, man, they got killer action, dude. What's going on, John? Appreciate the $3, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Thumbs up smashed. I missed the start of the chat. What were the baits you were holding up? These baits, actually, they're not even released yet. They're from Fish Lab. This was Swimbaits. I think you can pre-order these on Tackle Warehouse, but they're not available just yet. But some pretty cool looking swimbaits here. This company is affiliated with Akuma, so they hooked me up with a few of them. We got those there, and we got some swimbaits here. This one here looks really killer here. We're going to play around with this one. I'm digging that one right there. And what's nice about them, I mean, they look really nice. And I think they're only like 12, 15 bucks, something like that. Then they even got some of these, which I'm really excited about. These are some rattling frogs here. I think they make these in a few sizes as well. You guys can hear those rattles. Pretty cool, though. Got that one there. I believe they might have a smaller one. Then they got this bigger one here, too. Do a little size comparison here. That's a big one there. See that there? Pretty big frog. Yeah, but they got those rattles in there. Seem pretty soft, so we'll play around with them, see how they do. Do a little review for you guys. What's going on, Luke? Appreciate the buck, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. I'm giving one of those wooden flags away tomorrow. Like the T. Oh, that's cool. Hey, guys, Backyard Bass will have a live stream tomorrow. I believe 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Head over there, check them out. I thought the Scorpion was a finesse bait caster reel with a shallow spool for light baits. It's kind of what I was thinking, Greg. Just kind of like the SV105 from down over there. Ricky French Jr., what's up, brother? It's been tough today here in Arizona, as it's been 110 consistently. Wow. I tell you what, it's like we're definitely in fall here in the Midwest. I mean, I think today was only like 70-something degrees. And I think the lows now are in the 50s. So it's, for me at least, it's starting to get kind of depressing. I already miss summer. And we usually don't even have a fall. Normally we'll have like a day or two of fall and go directly into wintertime. Thanks to you and showing the shaky head with a plasma tail, I was able to get bit when no one else did. Dude, that's awesome, man. Good deal, Ricky. Glad that video helped you out, buddy. J-Mob, what's up, buddy? BT, what's up? Josh, I thought the Scorpion was the JDM version of the Corrado. Yeah, I really have no idea. Guggenbait's great design, great smell, terrible plastic. Do you use mono backing behind braid? Yes, I do. I usually put like a rod length or so, about 10 feet or so below the braid backer, which I do have a video. Babe, if you can link that video down below as well. I think it's everything you need to know about a baitcaster. I show exactly what I do in that video. A little piece of mono, braid backer, then my main line. I show it step by step in that video. Man, have you fished the jackhammer chatterbait? Is it worth the dollars? I have not, bud. But I did get some new colors that you've probably seen in that last unboxing. And I'll probably get them out this week and to see how they compare to the other chatterbaits out there. But just like you've seen in the videos, you know, they got better components on it. I believe the actual bend on the blade, it starts much sooner. So there's more of the blade, I guess you could say flat, so more resistance in the water, which is why that it hammers so hard. But we'll get them wet here hopefully this week, and we'll you know, kind of compare them with some of the chatterbaits. Sergio, have the fish started acting like fall fish yet where you're at? Here I think they're shallow corning bait fish. The last time I was out, it's not. I mean, water temps were still low to mid 80s. My buddy was just out last weekend, and actually it was yesterday. Water temps were in higher 70s. I think 77 he said. So I'd imagine it's right around the corner. But to be honest, the lakes I fish they've never really been great fall lakes. Again, usually September is when I catch most of my fish, my bigger fish. But it's not like they're not really number lakes. They've never really been number lakes, and you always hear guys catching a ton of numbers in the fall. The lakes that I fished has never been like that. You catch some better fish, but really not numbers. Those biospawn are distracting. How you haven't said Valcrawl this session. I did too, man. For the giveaway, which I'm going to go over one more time here for you guys. You guys donate. We got the baby bull shad, bluegill. We got the Weston glide bait. That's roughly $30 right there for you guys. We got the Exo Swims. We got the Valcrawl. There it is, Jimmy. Valcrawls. A couple packs of the bios or the big bite baits, little drop shot bait. And then we got some rapid fishing line guides. If you donate, you're into that little giveaway. See, I said Valcrawl. You should find an app that you can FaceTime with fans while you stream. Dude, that would be cool. I wonder if they even make something like that. How well does a Z model perform? I've been looking at one recently. So far, so good. I've only had it out a couple times. I mean, it throws light baits really well. I got on a 10-pound test, a little light shaky heads. So far, so good. Again, I haven't used it enough to really form an opinion of it. But, I mean, it does toss the lighter baits really well. But like I've said in the past, any reel, you know, can toss lighter baits. If you set it up correctly, if you're using the right rod, light enough pound test with the right amount of weight. So that being said, I mean, as of right now, it's working well. It does good. But again, you can make any reel do that if you set it up right. Is jackhammer chatterbait worth the money? We're going to find out. But, you know, if you guys watched the last unboxing video from Karl's, you can get the jackhammers 30% off on that site. If you're a member, free 30-day trial. I'll get a link down in the description. That's definitely something to consider if you're worried about the price. The Inception, I don't believe I used the Inception. Or did I use the Inception? No, that's a great one. I did use that. Used that a few times. It wasn't bad. I think I would kind of compare that to, or if you put that like, if you compare it to like the Pro Qualifier, I think I would still pick the Pro Qualifier over it. To me, it felt more solid. But I mean, it's still a decent reel for the money. But if I'm going to get, I put it like this. If I'm going to spend $100 on a reel, I'd probably get the Tattooed CT. If I'm going to get $100 reel, not the CT, but I get a better price on it, but let's say $100 range, I'd get the Pro Qualifier either at full price or if you can get it on sale. To me, I think it's a better reel. So I think if there's other reels out there before I would go to the Inception, not saying it's a bad reel, I would just pick other ones before it. Yeah, dude, those swimbaits look pretty good, man. We'll find out how they do. Like I said, the one of them is pretty translucent. That back pond that I fish over at my family's house, that should do pretty well. Pretty clear water over there in that one pond. So we'll see how it does. Yeah, but those are from Fish Lab. Like I said, the price is pretty good on them. I believe it was like 10 to 12 bucks up to 17 bucks was the most expensive, for these baits here. So pretty good deal. I haven't used much of Garcia, so I'd probably go Shimano. What do you want me to link, Jacob? The swim baits? If anyone is going 13 fishing, get the Concept A. It's a great price for how amazing the feel is. I'm switching to all Concept A baitcaster reels. Yeah, Jay, I've used those. It could have been a few years ago, but I used it for a solid season. It really is a good reel. You like them, Sean? Good looking frogs, sure, man. I like this big one here. Hopefully it catches me a giant. You'll see in this video that I put up Tuesday. Hopefully the GoPro got it, but I had some blow-ups, man. It looked like air jaws coming out of the water. It could have been 4 or 5 pounders. And there's a little mat on the back of this one pond that I was fishing, and I plan on taking those frogs there hopefully next week and see if we can get bit. Threw square bills on spinnerbait rod today. Hookup ratio was pretty good once I backed the drag off and hesitated an extra moment. There you go, dude. Yeah, just backing the drag off works out. What's going on, Michael Green? How you doing, buddy? Doug, you gonna watch the stream tomorrow? Yeah, I'll try and join as well, man. I still use the AC here in Illinois. Yeah, I got the AC off right now in the house just because it's right over there and it's too loud for you guys during the stream, so I would shut it off. Then half the time, like in the summertime, I'd forget to turn it on and maybe we'd leave. We'd come home and the house be all hot. That always happens when I make videos down here. I'll make a video for work. I'll shut the air off. Then I'll go to work, be gone all day, and my wife will come home and the house is on fire. Thanks for showing me the baits. They look pretty killer. Yeah, they do look awesome, dude. Hopefully we can catch a big old fat face on them. 50 degrees, man, that sucks, Jacob. It's summer here in Florida. I need to move to Florida, I really do. I hate it here in the Midwest. I hate the wintertime. Michael Green, appreciate the $5, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Can't wait for fall weather and fall fishing. Yeah, it's good and all, but again, I'm more of a summertime guy. I'd rather have the 100 degrees, to be honest. Now, I've not tried the Quantum Zone 100. Do you know if Karl's is having a Labor Day sale? I'm a member, and if they're having another sale to add on to the discount, I'll definitely be ordering. I haven't heard anything yet. I would think that they're going to, and I'll be posting that on my social media if they're going to. I would think so. Haven't heard anything yet, but I would imagine they're going to. Went out yesterday, like the lake was dead, no action or anything last 2 hours before sunlight. You think they'd be hitting on top water as well, dude. It's crazy, man. Chris, I believe your content is just as good or better than majority of full-time YouTubers. I do appreciate that, Chris. I'm doing what I can, man. I'd love to be a full-timer. I got to get these numbers up, though, or I'll never make it. So kind of what I'm doing, trying to juggle this and my full-time job, which is a challenge. But like I said, I think I got like 300 subs in the last week. So if I can keep growing like that, get my numbers up, you never know what the future will hold, dude. So I'm working on it, man. Jay, a little pricey, but they are, in my opinion, underpriced tenfold. What are we talking about? And there's a video right there. I was talking about everything you need to know about a baitcaster for the guy that asked about mono before my braid. What's your routine before you hit the water? Good question, Nathan. I guess just make sure everything's in the boat. As far, I take a lot of things out of the boat as far as tackle goes. So I'm going to make a video, things like that. So usually, starts here at the house, making sure all the gear's in the boat that I'm going to need on the water, pack my rods up and all that. And of course, get to the lake. If you watch my video on how to load and unload your boat, or launch and load your boat, you'll see pretty much what I do there before I get on the water. Hey, if you want to drop that link below, you can do that as well. Robert, appreciate the $3, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. What is that, a little turkey or somebody dancing? That's pretty cool. Give me a thumbs up. Jennifer, been a while. What's going on? How are things? I just bought the Corral K. Is it a good reel? Haven't used the K, but I do believe Backyard Bassin is using that reel. I believe he likes it as well. Jackhammers are worth it. Just don't buy them at Dick's. Oh, yeah, Anthony, like 20 bucks there. Just got my first jackhammer. Notice the weight is dispersed slightly on the shank of the hook. Very thin blade, double keeper, hand tie, blade starts immediately. So far, it's worth it. Yeah, dude, better components. Like I said earlier, I think the blade is further up the tip. That way you got more actual blade hitting the water, which gives you more of a thump. So, I mean, like I said, I've had them for like a year. I still can't believe I haven't tried them out. I always go right for the shock blades, but I need to load them in the boat and just fish them next time I'm out. Jackhammers are worth his money, especially if you get them from Karl's. They got a lot tighter, for lack of better word, action. For sure, dude. Yeah, when Karl first started carrying them, they only had like 2 colors. And now they could have maybe 8 or 10 colors, so that's pretty cool. Bass Geek's video, he liked Karl's and said you turned him on to it. Yeah, I actually seen that. Before I started this video, I actually watched his video. And yeah, me, Bass Geek, and Debo. If you guys haven't checked out Debo or Bass Geek, check those guys out. Hey, link them guys down below if you can. Debo Fishing and Bass Geek. And we're all trying to work together. And since really none of us are close, I think what we're going to do is somebody's going to make a video, and then the other 2 guys are going to have a part in that video. So we'll just send each other clips to try and get everybody on each other's channel. That's kind of our plan for right now. But yeah, we just talked about that again the other day. So you should see something along those lines from us, probably maybe in a month. But that's what we're going to start with, see how it goes. I just ordered jackhammers from Karl, save enough money to basically get 1 jackhammer for free. Yeah, dude, it's really hard to beat it, man. Karl's is a place to shop, especially because they're getting so much stuff in. I mean, I was skeptical in the beginning just because they didn't have a huge selection, but every month that goes by, they get more and more. So, have the Inception and the Pro Qualifier 2. Definitely go with Pro Qualifier 2 over it. The cast is a lot better on the Pro 2. Yeah, dude, that Pro Qualifier, man, it is a killer reel. See, favorite heavy cover flipping and pitching bait. I don't do a whole lot of heavy cover stuff because we don't have it on our lakes. Oh, that's a good one. Probably trying to think what I got over here on the shelves. If I'm looking for a smaller profile, probably like the Rage Menace, Biffle Bugs, really any beaver type bait, File Bug, Structure Bug, something like that. Chunk Craw, that's a good one there. I mean, I could name probably 100 different baits. I mean, it's hard to pick just one. Let's see here. Florida Fisherman 2016. What's going on, buddy? Doing well? J Mobs, that's awesome, dude. I do appreciate 25 bucks, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. That is awesome, man. Like I told you guys last stream, I'm saving up for another microphone so me and my wife can both be mic'd in our videos. I do have other mics, but it's so hard to edit when she uses a mic that's not actually joined to the one that I'm using. So we're trying to get another wireless mic like the one that I have. And then the audio will be much better so you can hear us going back and forth. So I do appreciate that, Jay. Again, you're entered in the giveaway. Let's see here. Chuck, I ordered 5 jackhammers from Karl, saved about 20 bucks. 1 or 2 more orders will pay for my membership. Yeah, do a couple orders, man. You get your money's worth and you're saving money all year long, dude. That's one thing I hate about like Tackle Warehouse. You know, as a tackle channel, I'm always trying to order more tackle to either review or just to try out to give you guys my opinion on it. And it sucks trying to order the tackle and there's no sales. So with Karl's, anytime you want to order, it's pretty much like you're having a sale just because once you're a member, everything's 30% off. And next, let's see, live next to a high pressure, or live next to a high pressured public lake. Super clear. I catch dinks on float tail worms. Okay. But are there bigger fish in there? Any advice? I mean, there could be. it just really depends on the population really in the lake, to be honest, man. And if you do have a bunch of fish in there and there's a bunch of little fish, that doesn't mean there's not bigger fish in there. Just the littler fish are usually more aggressive. So you can just, catch a bunch of the little ones and maybe a bigger one will get a chance to get the bait, or you can throw a bigger bait to try and deter some of the smaller ones from getting the bait. But I mean, if you're just catching a ton of little ones, it just could be overpopulated, and there might not be any big ones in there. Probably the only way to tell really is just to keep fishing, man, see if you come across a good one, or to see how the fish look. When they should be kind of fat, they'll feed up good in the fall. The metabolism is pretty slow in wintertime, so if you catch during the winter, early spring during the spawn, if they look unhealthy, then real skinny and all that, big head, that's a pretty good sign that it's overpopulated, and most likely there's not really any big fish in there. But just keep at it, man. Let's see here, Akuma Stratus, pretty decent, $50 baitcaster. I haven't used that one, bud. Good to know though. See, I just started using the Rage Toad yesterday, and I noticed it was always landing upside down. Any reason why? I was using a 4-aught EWG screw-lock hook. Sometimes they will, and I actually saved that. I got a video coming out Tuesday using the Rage Toad, and I missed like 3 blow-ups in a row. And I was throwing it on a mat. I was using a 6-aught hook, which they recommend a 4. I was throwing a 6. I like the bigger bite the 6-aught's got. But sometimes it will land upside down, but usually if you just let it settle just for a second, it'll float right side up, and then you can swim it in. But you have to have that bait completely straight. I mean, as straight as possible. Make sure it's not kinked up or nothing like that. Straight as possible. And when you screw in like a little keeper, like a hook keeper to it, like the hitchhikers, make sure that it's dead center in the nose and the hook comes directly to the center of the body. If not, it will roll on you. It'll come in upside down all the time. But as far as landing, a lot of times it may land upside down. But again, just let it settle for a second. It'll right itself and you can swim it in. Sometimes you can, or sometimes I will throw a little 16th ounce weighted swim bait hook. That'll help it land belly down. But that was my issue, I think. The other day fishing, which again you guys will see on Tuesday, that I kept missing fish because I think the bait was coming in upside down. Just because I was on the mat, there wasn't really any water on the surface to right itself, because again I was on top of the mat, so whenever it would land, if it landed upside down, that's how I was reeling it in, and they just weren't getting the hook. So again, just let it settle for a second. It should right itself, swim her in. Brian, what's going on, dude? Good to see you, buddy. Your first SNL. I didn't get to see Evers take it, but I kind of seen it on Facebook and things like that, but I didn't get to watch it yet. Hopefully it all airs. I'll get to watch it on TV. See, Trevor in Ohio, it was the upper 80s the other day and was 56 last night. I'd imagine the bite is dead after that for at least a few days. Yeah, you would think so. Kind of what it's doing here too, bud. One loss, dude. Hey, TJ, save your money on the pop and perch. Expensive ripoff of the Booyah. Oh, no kidding, dude? Not any good? Seems like a lot of guys are using those. Kicking their bass and Debo. I see a lot of guys using that. So you're saying no good, huh? Jacob, if you got to get off, buddy, no problem, bud. I'm sure I'll talk to you on Instagram. When is the 5 away, my first SNL? Oh, the giveaway. When is the giveaway? How long is the live stream? I stay on here until usually I catch up with comments. Normally we're on here for an hour and a half, 2 hours. If you guys keep talking and chatting with me, I'll stay on all night. It doesn't matter to me. As far as the giveaway goes, if you donate, you're entered in the giveaway. And I'll pick a winner after the stream. And once the video is processed, I'll have a comment with the winner. You reply back to me, I'll get your address. For the giveaway, though, we do have the baby bull shad and bluegill, the Weston glide bait. Like I said, that's about $30 right there. We got the Exo Swims, Biocraws, a couple packs of the big bite baits, little drop shot bait. And then we have the Rapid Fishing line clips. So about a $50 value there. If you donate, you're entered in that little giveaway. All right, BT, bring it down to Florida. You will enjoy the fishing. Everyday water temp gets maybe high 60 in the what we got? In the winter, fish never shut down. Must be nice, man. Yeah, I got you, Jason. I figured it was a giveaway. Advice for fishing golf course ponds. I feel like they will hit anything. Yeah, dude. You pretty much throw anything in there. Usually there's a lot of fish in there. But at least the ones that I have around here that I fish, they do get fish pretty often. But you can still catch quite a few fish. I can't say I've really caught any big fish out of there. Again, they could be overpopulated as well. Probably not. A lot of people take them out of those ponds just because a lot of times you really can't even fish those. A lot of guys you see sneaking into those golf course ponds and things like that. So most likely they are overpopulated. That's why there's so many fish in there. It's easy to get bit. Usually not a lot of big ones, but they are fun to fish. I would love to get tackle reviews from the junkie himself at ICAST 2020. Dude, I'd love to make it one year. I always get invited, but I just never get off work, man. It would be cool, though. Load the dang boat and go fishing. If you want a small organization, take an empty spool of line, mount it face down to your boat. However, what? If you want a small organization, take an empty spool of line, mount it on face down to your boat. What am I missing there? I'm not getting it. Pop and Perch had interest from 8 fish, but no one actually bid it. Huh. No bananas in the boat. Jennifer, finally going fishing. Tomorrow we're going to take all those biospawns. I've been spraying 24/7. I was going to ask you if you ever use those. That's cool. Good luck with them. Let me know how you do. Good thing you're busy, though. What brand do you use for rod sleeves when story begins rods? Oh, when storing rods? Also, what do you do to store all the plastics? Michael, as far as rod sleeves go, I use the rod gloves, and then I use the ones from Calico's Fishing as well, which I actually like better just because the inside diameter is much smaller compared to the rod gloves, so they stay on the rods much better. But still, I still like the rod gloves. I still use those again, and the ones from Calico's Fishing. If you guys do order anything from Calico's Fishing, you can use my code TJ81 to get 20% off your order. And store plastics. I like to store plastics in those bins right there. Plano 3700 series boxes. I bought a bunch of what are they called? Plano speed bags. I'm going to try that next year. Again, I probably like the Plano boxes the most, waterproof boxes. Take them out of the bags, put them in there. I love that method the most. But I just try out different things to kind of give you guys some other options. So next year I'm going to try the speed bags, label the bags, and kind of see how that goes as well. But for the most part, I keep them in those bins or Plano boxes. Magic, what is $24.99? Oh, that's a donation. As usual, great live stream, so enjoy. Thanks, Mom. Hey, did you show Dad that trailer I sent you? If you guys are like Breaking Bad, there's a movie coming out on Netflix. It's like a Netflix original or whatever. I think it's called Where is Jesse or something like that. So I guess it's a little take off the end of where the season left off at. So could be pretty good. I think it's coming out maybe 10/11. It could have been the date on that. Oh, no problem, Jay. I got you. What are the donations for? Okay. I've said this many times in the past. Okay, I've never asked for donations. When I first started doing these streams, I'm just assuming just for my time down here, you guys were being nice and you were donating money. So, again, I never asked for it. But to thank you guys for the donations, I started doing giveaways. So if you do make a donation, you have a chance of winning some baits. Normally I put anywhere from like 30, or today, like 30 to 50 bucks worth of baits on the table. And maybe a dozen guys donate. So you had a pretty good chance of winning some tackle. So again, I do that for you guys. You guys donate. I put the money back into the channel. This time around, I'll be buying another wireless mic with the money. But again, like I said, you guys were nice enough to donate. So every time you guys, or every time I do a stream, we do a little giveaway to kind of give back to you guys as well. And there's Bass Geek right there. Check out his link and give him a sub. Greg, I really want to try the tungsten shock blade. I imagine there is a different sound and vibration. Yeah, I got a few of those, dude. I'm liking those as well. They thump pretty good. Again, I'll have to compare that one to the jackhammer. So you're nice. Really looking forward to you and Debo. I'm okay with Bass Geek. Don't really watch him, but I do like him. That's cool, Sergio. Ed, appreciate $5, bud. You're entered in the giveaway. And there's Debo right there. I give those guys a sub. And like I said, we're going to be doing collabs. Like I said, the most we can do right now is just all of us kind of get some footage together. And we all kind of put a video together on our channel to help promote each other. So if your lakes are so bad, why not find new lakes to fish? Russ, mainly, I just don't have the time, buddy. There's other lakes by me that you can't use the motor, so then I got to troll everywhere, which I'm not really a big fan of. And I guess don't have the time to travel to better lakes. The lake that I fish the most, which like I said, I complain about all the time, which is how bad it is like 15 minutes from my house. So as far as that goes, you can't beat the convenience. The lake's just not that great. And that being said, I've always said as well, for as bad as that lake is, if I ever were to move away from it, I would miss it. That's kind of where I learned bass fishing. I know pretty much everything about that lake. I love the lake. It's just not that great to fish. But again, I just don't have the time to travel to other lakes. If I ever make this a full-time gig, if my channel gets big enough, of course, we'll be traveling all over the place and fishing much better lakes. But for right now, that's pretty much what I got to deal with. Peeling line, what's up? Well, Luke says the jackhammers are legit. I need to make a point to make sure I pack those and fish them this week. You guys asked so much about those. Again, I've had them for like a year and still have not used them yet. Been catching fish on the Bass Pro Sticko. Very similar to Cinco. Great bait for the price. Larger quantity when you buy them. That's cool. Very cool. Appreciate the $3, Luke. You're interested in the giveaway. What is your favorite box for storing soft plastics? That would be the Plano 3700 shallow waterproof box with the red seal. Hey, babe, can you link the video down below? It could be actually one of my more popular videos. It could be to box or bag. And you guys can see that video there, all the boxes that I use. Jacob, my dad owns a truck washing business, and I wash trucks for a living. I've been doing it since I was 13. So about 25 years I've been doing that. My dad's had the business for probably going on maybe 40 years. Thanks, Magic. Yeah. That's the plan, man. I love to do this full time. Just I got to get the subscriber count up. I got to get the view count up, or I'll never make it. I mean, with what I'm making now on here, I'd be lucky to keep the lights on. So I mean, I'm not making that much on here with YouTube to even consider going full time yet. So we'll see. Need to give the Rage Toad or similar baits a try. Some of the small lakes I fish have some high weed or float vegetation near the shore. I tell you what, I love the Rage Toad, most likely my favorite. Lake Fork, they make a toad just like that as well. Really like that one as well. A lot of kick out of those legs on that one. The ribbon frogs, those are good as well. But the Rage Toad, hands down, my favorite for sure. I like the black neon, and then I like the green pumpkin chartreuse. Hey, would you ever hire a minority to work in your shop? For sure. I was trying to get somebody to work for like the last year. I couldn't get nobody to do it. I would take anybody. But yeah, that doesn't matter to us. But for right now, to be honest, we were looking for somebody for a while. And like I said, I started when I was 13. My son's 12. And he's been working for us for the last few months. And he's been working out pretty well. So who knows, he might be the person. I really enjoy my membership at Karl's, but it is limited as far as variety. Still catch myself wanting to renew it, but I'm sure it's just because I'm sure you'll relate. I'm a sucker for tackle. Yeah, Jay. In the beginning, dude, it was much worse. I hardly had anything, and I didn't think I'd ever order from them. Well, like I said, each month that goes by, they get more and more stuff. And like I said, if you hang in there or just keep a lookout for it, you may want to sign up down the road. But I mean, recently, if you watch my last unboxing, they got quite a bit of good stuff in there. I mean, the Molex chatterbaits from the from the jackhammers to the new Z-Man spinner baits. I mean, they're getting a lot of the newer stuff in there. So again, it all depends what you like. But I do agree with you. In the beginning, the selection was pretty bad, but they definitely picked up a lot since then. Got to put the kids to bed, keep up the great videos, and draw my name for the giveaway. All right, Jason. Appreciate it, buddy. I'll be making videos every day for the next probably year. That's what you got to do, man. You got to be consistent, pumping videos out. Jeff, the Lunker Hunt Spider. I haven't picked any of those up yet. I know Mad Matt. I'm not sure if he's still on here or not. I'm not sure if he even caught a fish on the one that fell apart right away. Maybe he caught a fish on it. But I was going to wait to see some reviews before I pick those up. They look killer, but I don't know. Do you no longer TV in Lake Fort guy? Do you no longer TV? Do I no longer... Do I watch him? I don't watch. I used to watch him a ton. But it kind of seems like when he got hooked up with the Googans, he changed a little bit. So, I mean, I still like him. Just, I don't think his videos, I haven't watched his videos in a long time. I don't think his videos are as good as they used to be. But you got to think, I mean, if I wanted to really grow, I could do with those guys. I don't even know if those guys even really fish anymore. I mean, they're so busy with everything they're doing, and I totally get it. It's hard even for me to even find time to fish with trying to do what I'm doing and working and everything. But I mean, if you pumped out vlog type videos, you could grow much faster, but that's not really what I want to do. I don't believe that's what you guys want to see. So it is what it is. I mean, if you want to grow and that's really what you want to do, I guess you have to do what works. But again, you know, I want to do what you guys want to see. If you guys don't want to see it, then I'm not going to grow anyways, you know. So you're saying, okay, Junkie, have a great week. Go fishing. Thanks for the content. No problem, BT. So Block is saying the Spider is the real deal. Appreciate the $2, Jeff. You're interested in the giveaway, buddy. I got to go, but what I meant was the little slots in the center of the spool to organize the little stuff. Like, oh, okay, I know what you mean. I know what you mean now. That is a good tip. Actually, I think they even make like little bitty containers like that. They got little lids you can lift up. That would kind of be just like that spool. Good idea, bud. Mono or floor for spinners and crankbaits. Really depends on depth and rod, for me at least. If I want my crankbaits to stay extra shallow, I'll run 20-pound mono. If I'm using a stiffer rod, I'll use mono for some stretch just because the rod is stiffer. If my rod is softer, I'll use fluorocarbon just because I already have the give in the rod. So this really depends what you're doing with the bait, what depth you're trying to achieve, and again, as far as the rod action goes. Yep, love the Vision 110. I don't have a ton of confidence in jerkbaits with the muddy water that I fish, but that is one of my go-to jerkbaits when I do fish them. Phantom Spider, definitely not a gimmick. Downsider legs get bitten off pretty fast, but it's a pretty realistic bait. It looks killer for sure, Jennifer. I thought Matt said his weight and everything fell out of it right away. But, I mean, that happens to frogs, you know, pretty often as well. S. Stanley, got to go. Another good stream. As always, I will hit up OCJ on my way out. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate the $5 as well. You're interested in the giveaway. Just found your channel. Binge watching last couple hours. Love your content and channel. Thumbs up, my brother. I appreciate it, Wally. Much appreciated, dude. If I had some dough, I would definitely donate. No problem, buddy. Again, I'm not asking for donations. It's kind of for you guys. You can donate $5, $2, whatever, and a chance to win $50 in tackle. So just something to kind of do during the stream. Again, I've never said, hey, help me out, donate. Well, I've never done that. This is just because you guys started donating, and I want to give back to those that donate. Again, if you can't donate, you don't want to donate, that's fine. I'm not asking for it. I'm just trying to give back to you guys that do donate. You got to think, if you donate $2 and you win $50 in tackle, I mean, it's a pretty good deal. Anthony, appreciate the $5, buddy. You're interested in the giveaway. Hey, man, love your channel. I don't have much, but here you go. Much appreciated, buddy. You're interested in the giveaway. Have you ever watched Fish the Moment videos on the lake breakdowns? His videos are really interesting. I have not. I'll check that out. Fish the Moment. I'll check that out. Brian, appreciate $2, buddy. You're interested in the giveaway. We're going to do that Thanksgiving. How do you find out if you win the giveaway? When the video is done and processed, when it's back up on the channel after I end the live stream and once it's processed, I'll leave a comment down below and I pin it. I'll pin it with your name, and then you just reply to me through my email or Instagram or Facebook, which is, again, that's in the comments. So just look back in the comments once this video is processed and you'll see the winner. My donate options start in the 99 cents and go up to $1 increments. How do you give a flat dollar rate example? To be honest, Michael, I have no idea. I really don't know, bud. Steve, appreciate $5, buddy. You're into the giveaway. The old lady needs a mic fund. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, that mic's like $400. That's kind of why I've been holding off on it. But that particular mic is the one that I use, my wireless mic, and I can just switch channels and get another one for her. That way it'll pick up both of us during one clip. So, Brian, appreciate $10, buddy. You're into the giveaway. I think I have the donation figured out now. Much appreciated, buddy. And there's a storing soft plastic video, and you'll see all the boxes that I use in that video right there. See, J Mob Becker Bass and TJ81 is a channel that has really helped me and continue to help me. I don't do it for the giveaway. I do it to help a fellow angler that happens to pay it forward. We are family. Dude, I really appreciate it, buddy. Very nice comment, man. What's your favorite style of fishing this time of year, going into dog days and fall? You know, I'll force feed them the square bill all year. You know that. Probably I'll probably really start throwing the Exo Swims, the Kitex, things like that. Probably this coming week. More chatterbaits, spinnerbaits. You know, more just bait fish type baits. Shad profile baits. Things like that is really what I'll really focus on. And of course, the square bill. Scrounger head, things like that. Fluke. Do you have a preference between plain or Bass Mafia tackle boxes? I guess it depends what you want to put in them. As far as a terminal tackle box, the lid is much tighter to the dividers in the Mafia box. First, like the waterproof boxes, do not put any terminal tackle at all in the waterproof boxes because there's a pretty big gap from the dividers in the lid to the dividers in the actual body of the box. So I would not recommend terminal tackle at all in those boxes. Again, the Mafia is great because it has a lot of compartments. And again, the lid is closer to the lid. The lid is closer to the actual compartments themselves. So not a lot of things jump over the compartments. But as far as preference goes, again, I would just use the Planos for plastics and the Mafia box for terminal tackle. And I'm about to probably load up. Hopefully, if I get time, if we know we're supposed to get rain all day tomorrow. If I don't go fishing tomorrow, I may load up the battle box. And again, I'm still keeping my Mafia box loaded up as well. And maybe we'll do a comparison video of the two. Best knot for mono, for crankbait. Lost a couple of monsters lately. Two bad knots. Sonic Vision, I use the Palomar, 98% of the time. It's all how you tie it. You just make sure Rebecca, if you're watching this, link the video on my Palomar knot down below. And it starts in the beginning. When you tie the knot or start making the knot, make sure the lines are not crossed. Because when you cross the lines and you cinch it down, that's where the line can cut into itself. If you tie it like I show you in this video, wet the knot really good before you cinch it down, you won't have any issues at all. I've only broken one knot that I can think of bass fishing with the Palomar, and it was for when a fish jumped inside of the boat. The weight came up and hit the tip of the rod. It came back down and shocked that knot. That's the only time that I've ever broke off at the knot with a Palomar, and it wasn't because the knot itself failed. It was because the weight smacked that knot. Rod and Roll, appreciate the $5, buddy. You're into the giveaway. Just don't try to pawn off a new mic as an anniversary gift. Jennifer, we can all help TJ by sharing his live vids, and getting the word out. He's been doing this as long as Gene has. Yeah, that would be awesome. I would appreciate that more than anything. I think my goal last year was to hit 50,000. I didn't do it. I told myself I'm going to do it this year. And really, the last week, I gained like 300 subs. So I'm really starting to grow fast right now for whatever reason. So there's no reason at all I should hit 50,000 before the end of this year. So I'm like 1,700 away. So yeah, if you guys could share the videos, that would be awesome. Anything you do like that, I would really appreciate. Mr. Wheelchair Preacher, I got to go. I'll watch to the end later. Looking forward to all the good content going fishing in a couple weeks. All right, Jimmy. Good luck, buddy. Let me know how you do, man. Jonathan, stay true to yourself with what you're doing. It is appreciated and enjoyed. Appreciate the comment, buddy. Ever use the glass crankbait rods? No, we kind of talked about that earlier on. And before I actually got into cranking rods, I felt the glass rod and I felt a graphite rod. Glass was a little bit heavier. It wasn't as comfortable to me. But to be honest, the main reason I don't use glass is because in my mind, it's too soft. For a tournament guy, they may want to use them. Obviously, they're much slower. The bass is going to get the bait much easier, a little bit deeper. And that's kind of what I'm afraid of. I'm just out there fun fishing. I'm not looking to, hook a bass real deep. And with a softer rod like that, the chances are much better. Again, that's kind of why I'm sticking with the graphite. They're plenty soft as long as you're getting like a mod fast action to it. They work just fine for me. I don't hardly miss that many fish doing or using that rod as well. Again, the glass is a little bit softer. You probably would lose less fish. But again, my thought on it is it's going to be too soft and fish will be choking it. And I don't want to be killing any bass just out there fun fishing. So that's why I don't use a glass rod. But they're definitely more forgiving than a graphite with a mod fast action to it. So, RJ, appreciate $2, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. Random. How old were you when you married your wife? I know my wife, she's probably watching this. She could probably tell you better than I could. I know she couldn't even drink we don't really drink anyway. So I'm just saying legally she couldn't even drink. So she wasn't 21. So she was probably 20, which would have made me, she's 37. I guess that would have made me, maybe I was 21 or 22. And I guess we would have been together roughly probably 20 years now, as far as dating, a couple years, and then marriage and all that. Is this Mike? Did you trade in your badge? I'm not sure what you mean, bud. I love big bass, and I cannot lie. I love big fat face thickbacks, man. Great SNL, TJ. Hope you and the fam have a great week. You too, Greg. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, there's Mad Matt. His poor spider didn't make it. Cork versus EVA handles. In the beginning, I was all cork. I love the cork, and I still love the feel of it. But now that I've been using EVA more and more, to be honest, it doesn't make much difference to me at all. I think you got maybe a little better grip with the cork. I think actually the cork stays a little bit warmer if you fish, in the colder months. But now that I've been fishing EVA for so many years, like I said, I really don't have a preference anymore. Either one's good to me. Have you looked at the Boya brand of wireless mics? They have great quality for reasonable price. No, I just use Rode mics. And like I said, the Rode mic I have now, I have a few different Rode mics, but see, I can't put her on a separate channel with the other Rode mics that I use. But the one I use is called Rode mic. What is that called? It might be the Filmmaker kit. And like I said, I can just put her on another channel if we get the same mic, and we'll be able to put both of us talking in one clip versus trying to edit out, her audio from a different clip and all that. It really is a pain in the butt to try and do it that way. So we'll see how it works though. There's the Palomar Knot video right there, guys. Watch that video. Can you get the word out about my channel, please? Guys, go check out Jacob Caldwell. Dude, what's your channel, man? How often do you change out your leaders? I don't throw leaders. So, I mean, with the muddy water I fish, I can toss straight braid if I want to. But again, I don't like the extra connection on it, so I never toss leaders. Straight fluorocarbon, straight mono, straight braid. Oh no, screen just went black. We still in here? Let's see here. Dominance Champion 736 glass or chatterbaits. I'm gonna be straight ripping lips. Black Friday. There you go. Yeah, I remember that rod was coming out, I believe, when I was with him a few years back. Favorite bladed jig. I have not used the jackhammer yet, so I can't say as far as that one goes, but the shock blade will be my favorite as of right now. Ed, you and Gene have the best bass fishing channels. I push you both on all my nephews and friends who want to learn bass fishing. I do appreciate that, Ed. We'll take all the help we can get, man. It's nice to see some new names in here. Keep it up, and you'll be at 50,000 by the end of the year. No problem. I'll keep sharing on my channel and Facebook pages also. Appreciate it, Greg. You guys, remember to head over to Backyard Bassin's channel tomorrow, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time for his live stream, and I'll try and join that as well if I have time. Jacob, I've not tried the Quantum Reel. I've not. David, just a thought. Have a giveaway on some older rods and or reels you no longer use. Pretty sure donations would jump up. Big, large donations get more chances, as well as some new followers. Again, it's not so much about the donations. There's one too. When you donate, say there's $100 on here, YouTube takes like 30-40% of that. So they're getting a pretty good cut of that as well. When you start shipping rods, you're talking $30 to ship a rod. So I mean, I could do that, and two, I'm not trying to do this though to get a ton of donations. Again, we're just kind of doing it just because you guys are donating, and I started doing the giveaways to kind of give back to you guys. You guys are digging it. A lot of you guys are donating sometimes before I even say anything. You guys are already donating to see what's in the giveaway. So I thought you guys enjoy it, so that's kind of why I'm still doing it. I'm not doing it to make money off you guys. You know, obviously there's a little bit I'll make off it. By the time YouTube takes their cut, I ship the stuff and things like that, I'll make a few bucks, but I'm definitely not getting rich off it. You know what I'm saying? So again, shipping rods, that's why I haven't really sold any rods in a long time, just because shipping rods is a pain in the butt. Trying to find the company to do it, who's cheaper, are they going to break, get more insurance? I mean, yeah, I don't know. Probably if I ever do sell rods again, I'll probably only do it to local guys just so I don't have to ship them. Do more line guides equal to better quality or sensitivity? I would think you get a little bit of sensitivity, but probably what you get the most out of it is less line slap. So you get a further cast because, you know, the line's not sagging down between the guides. It's within the guides. This kind of like on spinning rods. You'll notice some of the newer spinning rods have smaller guides. That's another reason as well. A lot of spinning guides, their guides are huge, and you get a lot of line slap in that, which will reduce your casting distance. So the smaller the guide, you'll get a better cast. Everything's good, Doug? Okay, cool. Outfish my wife today. Hooked a 4-pounder before I made my first cast. Outfish by your wife. Dude, that happens to me like every time we go. Wait till you guys see what happens on Tuesday's video. I am 38, Hayden. It was on your end, dude? Okay. My phone glitched since I am watching you and looking at new fishing rod. Cool, cool. Kevin, what's up, dude? Up, TJ and Backyard. Good stuff today. Make sure you tune in to Greg's channel tomorrow, bud. Video idea. Head to a heavily fished public park and show us how to do it on the bank. Would help some people bank fishing. I can do something like that, bud. Actually, my PB, my biggest bass I've ever caught, came from the local park lake a few minutes down the road. So that could be kind of cool. I mean, I do have quite a few videos fishing there, but I couldn't make a video as far as what I would pack and how I would attack that lake. So that's an idea as well. Have you ever used or heard of Feather Sticks rods? I have not. Oh, sorry. If I can get a hold of an all-star rod, dude, I'll review it, man. So you were on here last week, I can see. Yep, no line slap, more sensitivity. I've never used a rod with the microwave guys, though. Have you fished that local pond this year? I bass fished it a couple times, but really I only bass fished it after we were done like bluegill fishing. So I didn't really fish it hard like I normally would. So I'm sure that big fish is still in there, man. So 1 hour and 25 minutes and we are caught up. Spoke too soon. What are your thoughts on aluminum versus fiberglass, knowing you're a tracker owner? And we talked about this earlier, Jennifer. For me, just because the lakes around me are 50 horse max, you know, I can't have a glass boat on it. Obviously, 50 horsepower is not going to push a big glass boat. I don't even know if you can put it on there. So just for the lakes that I fish, I have to have a 50 horse max. So I need a lighter boat so I can, you know, obviously get some speed on the water. But I don't know if I'll ever go to a glass boat again, just because of the lakes that I fish. I need that smaller motor, but it's kind of my take on it. I have to have the smaller motor. So really, it's only the one lake that's closest to me. It's only like 15 minutes down the road. If it wasn't for that lake, I may have gotten maybe a glass boat. But since that lake is so convenient for me to fish, even though it sucks, I stick with the 50 horse just so I can fish that one lake. I don't know where old Wad Fishing's at. Probably at home crying about something. Can you help me get subs and likes on my videos, please? Bud, you gotta just keep pumping out content and viewers will come, man. No problem, Jennifer. Signing out. Got to get supper early. No problem, Michael. Appreciate you tuning in, buddy. We won't be on here too much longer. Fishing is the only sport where getting a W is not a good thing. That's for sure, man. That's for sure. Some people will look at me weird, you know, we're out fishing and somebody will hear us saying, "Oh, you got the W." And, you know, like we're making fun of it. They're kind of confused. And like, the W does not mean win. Fantasy fishing. Remember me? I don't, bud. Edwin won Angler of the Year. Yep, that's pretty cool. Hopefully that gets aired. I can watch that. YouTube fish vids. Go on, man. Guys, check him out. I do make some killer videos. Appreciate you tuning in, buddy. We're about to get off here, but nice to see you on here. I wonder how things will be on YouTube 5 years from now. There's no telling, man. I mean, back in the day when I started, I remember it's funny because really Gene was one of the first guys I started actually working with, you know, 8-9 years ago. And I remember I had 800 subs and he had 4,000 subs. And he hit me up first about, you know, doing a collab together, making videos together. But things have sure changed over the years. I mean, I think it was much easier to grow back then than it is now. I mean, there's so many people getting into it these days that they're just, I mean, YouTube is just flooded with fishing videos. But it'd be kind of, it's interesting, or I'm curious, you know, like you said, to see where it's going to be in 5 years. There's no telling. I mean, who knows? I may not even be here in 5 years. You know, you really never even know. Things come and go so fast these days. I'm the one that asked for rod and reels. Rod and reels. Okay. Had to explain the W to my dad, and he must have thought I was weird. Yeah. I'm sure everyone thinks we're weird, right? It's funny, though. Can you promote me and give me subs and likes, please? Jacob. Chillax, dude. I was laughing too hard the other day when Phantom called you Sonny. That joker, man, he put that video up. He made me look like I didn't even catch anything. I caught 2 other small bass and a 3-pounder on a crankbait, but since it was a crankbait, I guess it wasn't good enough for the video. So he don't put my one fish in there, make me look like a joker. What does the W mean anyways? A buddy of mine, Mike Watts, he really hardly ever catches any fish. So, you know, the word skunked means you didn't catch anything. So instead of skunked, we call it wadded, or you got the W, which means you didn't catch any fish. All right, Jennifer, good to see you. Yeah, let me know how you do with those baits. How do you get so many subs? I mean, really, for as long as I've been on here, in my mind, I don't have a lot of subs. I should have quadruple what I have now. And I don't know why some guy, I mean, I kind of know why. I mean, if you follow the fat on YouTube, doing the challenge videos and crap like that, I could blow up. If I really wanted to, I could blow up in a few months. But is that really how I want to do it? If you look at the guys that do that stuff, if you look at the comments, majority of those comments are from younger kids, which I have no problem with younger kids watching my videos. But that's where a lot of the trash talk and kind of crap like that comes from. You know, if you look at my analytics, majority of my followers are all older. That's why I mean, probably in 8-9 years, I could probably count on both hands how many negative comments I've had, because again, majority of my followers are older, they're respectful. You know, when you get a lot of younger kids in there, again, there's just there really is really no respect in some of the comments that these kids are saying. So again, you can blow up like that if you want to, but you may attract, I'm not saying the wrong crowd. It just really depends what you're looking for. And I feel I have, you know, one of the best followings on YouTube. You guys are awesome. And I really don't want to mess with that. So I'm just sticking with what I do. And you guys see I'm growing slowly but surely. And again, I'm not really getting any of that negative kind of stuff that all the other channels are getting. They may be bigger and full time by now, but I think it's coming with a lot of aggravation as well. Yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you what, Backyard, you grew fast. And again, I'm not saying anything about me, but I mean, with me promoting you on here, you grew fast. If it wasn't for that, you'd still have very few, just because it's much, much harder now to grow a channel than it was years ago. But dude, yeah, you're putting out good stuff, man. You'll grow. But like I said, there's just so much on YouTube right now. You know, it's just flooded with fishing videos. What line would you use for paddle tail swim baits? I normally use anywhere from 12 to 17 pound test fluorocarbon. Doug is getting to the point that YouTube is the only place to see any kind of fishing shows. Yeah. Yep, things are changing, man. Another great SNL. Have a good one, TJ. All right, David. Appreciate you tuning in, buddy. Do you think I could use my phone to make fishing YouTube videos? I know a lot of guys start out just using their phone. To be honest, for years, all I used was a Sony Handy. Probably my first few hundred videos were on a Sony Handycam. And then I ended up selling that camera, upgraded to a little bit better Sony Handycam. I made a couple hundred videos with that. And then the last three years or so, all I've used is the GoPro 5s. But I mean, some of the cell phones have much better footage than the GoPro, so you can definitely use your cell phone. Main thing is try and put out a good video, put some thought into it, and be consistent, and eventually you will grow. Almost all my followers are between 35 and 50 years of age. Yep. Like I said, that's kind of the age group that I think mine is more 25 to 35, and then I have more of the olders as well. But a lot of the younger crowd is not on this channel. So, but again, I think that's what all those challenge videos and all that kind of stuff, I think you're attracting that younger crowd, which again, I mean, a lot of those younger kids, again, if there's any younger kids on here, I'm not saying anything bad about you, but a lot of the younger crowd, they're just not respectful at all. And, you know, I'm not going to say a lot of things that I've seen in comments of other guys' videos. That brings me up to the whole Gene thing, which I'm not going to bring that up now. But when Lunkers and Gene kind of had a little tiffy or whatever, all the comments that went on Gene's channel, you knew that none of those were from like adults. They're all kids doing everything, you know. Yeah, door channels on cable just show hunting shows with a couple fishing shows mixed in. To be honest, I don't watch a lot of TV. I love your honest views and knowledge towards the sport. So who cares? You aren't full time blow kiss YouTuber. Do you, brother? Appreciate it, buddy. How many viewers are you two right now watching? Looks like 96 are on here, Matt. Can you please shout out Bad ASS Fishing? That's another thing. I don't try and really cuss on this channel either, just because I know some young kids do watch it, and I kind of watch the language on here. So there's your shout out. Fish Barbie rods and get caught trespassing. Yeah, that'll do it, you know. Amen to the comments, thought, and channel content. When we start trying to be what we are not, then we lose our creative integrity. I agree, Jennifer. Mike, get out of here, dude. Use your phone, Jacob. That works. I'm 60 and I watch because there's always something to learn. I appreciate it, Chuck. Not much wanted. Yeah, I did a few vlogs back in the day, and that's even, I think, like when Gene, a few other guys kind of dabbled in it. You know, it was cool and all. I think I maybe did 5 or 6 of them, but it wasn't me. And I put really more fishing tips in the vlogs versus, I mean, some of the stuff was me taking my wife out to lunch and messing around with the kids, but throughout the video, I did a lot of fishing tackle type stuff just because, I mean, do you guys really care what I eat for lunch and all that? I mean, I don't see how all those vlogs really do that well. For whatever reason, people care, but it wasn't me. I gave it a try, and I thought, you know what, this is stupid. So, Ed, do you have a video about different kinds of hook sets? I do not. That could be a good idea. I may try and do something like that. That's cool. Let's see here. That's why I blurred out the last word. Protect the kids. See, I don't watch a lot of fishing channels except for you, Gene, and Tactical Bass, and sometimes I watch a local guy to steal spots. Hey, X, check out Backyard Baston on here. You might like him as well. He's a buddy of mine. I'm 62. Any older tackle junkies? All right, let's all name our age. How old are we? I'm 38. Rodney, 62. Going back a few years ago, your review of an Akuma tackle backpack spurred me to purchase one. Such a great product to have when fishing and friends' boats. Thanks to the videos. No problem, Todd. Glad you enjoyed, buddy. The thing about this channel is you're sponsored, but it's by the companies you prefer to use. You also will try whatever brands to give us a non-biased review on products you don't force-feed garbage. Dude, that's what I'm doing, man. I try and keep it real on here. Like I said, anybody that I'm partnered with, it's because I'm using the stuff already. And like I said in the past, Sean, I mean, if anybody would take that kind of deal. If you're going to buy it anyways, and you can save money on it, get it for free or get paid to use it, who would not take the deal when you're going to buy it anyway? That's when you don't even like the product and you take the deals. That's what really puts a sour taste in people's mouth. But yeah, anybody that I'm partnered with, I'm already using the stuff, so it made sense to partner with them. But yeah, I don't try and do anything at all that's exclusive because as a tackle channel, I want to be able to try what I want to try. And like you said, just give everyone just an honest opinion of other gear as well. I do appreciate the comment, buddy. 65, 32, 53, 49, 27, 41, 60, 38, 37, 35, 40, 43, 43, 55. That's what I'm saying. Majority of my followers are older guys. Bunch of studs. 48, 17. Akuma is an underrated company. I like their stuff. They do a lot of research before releasing a product. Yeah, you know, they're huge into saltwater. To be honest, they're not that big into the bass fishing game, but they're huge in saltwater. So they do have a ton of experience, you know, with gear. And slowly but surely, they're getting into the bass game. 29, 25, 49, 30. Yep. We got a good crew in here, man. Let's see here. My first combo was Akuma, and it was a good combo. Good deal, buddy. Very cool. And I really doubt any of you guys want to see me go out there and fish with a Barbie pole. So we're all cut up here. We're an hour and 40 minutes in. We'll stay on a few more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and get off here. Any of you guys got plans to fish this week? I'm going to go tomorrow if we don't get rained out, but it's looking like it's going to rain. 42, no Barbie poles. Yeah, you'll never see that on this channel, bud. The Gatorade stash is in the fridge right out the door. There's probably 3 cases in there, which will probably last me the rest of the year because the heat's about gone, man. Backyard Bass, and I won't mention any names, but it's just as bad as someone being sponsored and promoting the product every day, and then they don't have the contract anymore, so they badmouth the company. Yeah, dude. I know what you're saying. That won't get you nowhere. What is the name of the cork sealer you use? I couldn't find the video you did on it. Becca, if you can find that video, how to seal cork rods, I'll link that below. If you give me 1 second, I'll look for it. It could be right around. Actually, it's right here. U40 cork seal. And I probably sealed, if you can see in here. I'm just left in here. That's down about halfway or so. And I probably sealed maybe 30 rods or so with it. So it goes a long way. And I just use one of those little like black foam, little, what do you call them thing? I'm sure I got one of those around here too. That's one right here. It's why it's brown. I just use these things. Just dab it in the sealer and wipe it on there. And it's only going to accept 1 coat. So just put it on there. And like I said, you can wipe off any excess. But don't try and seal it again. Just because once it's actually in the cork, it won't accept anymore. You going tomorrow, Ismail, if it don't rain, but I'm going to buy a new rod. I'm going with a Kuma. There you go, bud. Which one are you looking at? Fishing down Mount Dora, Florida next week. I may ask you this before, but have you tried the Akuma travel combo setup yet? I'm thinking about getting one from Mexico. I have not, Mike. Have not. Only Barbie pole I want to see is my granddaughter's with a blue. Yeah, there you go, dude. There you go. I'm the oldest. Do I win a Barbie pole? What's your end game, bud? What are you trying to accomplish by entertaining us? I love it, though. Why am I doing YouTube? I mean, it'd be great to do this one day full time. Will that happen? I don't know. But I figured I've been doing this for 8 years and I'm steady growing. It's like, do I want to throw the towel in or do I want to see where it can go? I really want one of those plaques for 100 grand. That's what I told my boys. I'm not quitting until I get a plaque to say, you know what, I finally did it. So I don't know. I feel like I said, I put, 8 years into it, a ton of time with these videos. And again, I'm just curious to see where it will go. So again, I don't really know. I'm just going to hang in here. And maybe one day I'll go full time and I'll be able to do this for a living. But see where it goes, man. Do appreciate you watching, though. How can you clean your rods, Jacob? You clean your cork. You can use baby wipes. You can use a magic eraser. Ricky, James, what's going on, brother? How's the family doing these days? Boys are growing up so fast, man. Yeah, dude. They're getting big, man. I got my oldest working with me now, so it's kind of strange. I've been working with my dad since I was 13. My dad would drive the truck. I'd be sitting in the passenger seat. I can remember those days, like I said, 25 years ago. I know I'm driving the truck, and I got my son sitting next to me, so it's kind of crazy. But yeah, everyone's doing good. Hopefully you and your family are doing good as well, man. And there's the video right there, guys. You can see that, how to seal your cork rod handle. I've been thinking about trying a Kuma. Don't do it, Matt, man. Once you do one, you're going to do them all, bud. I'm telling you. Pretty much like you guys have been seeing the comments in this video. I didn't get with the Kuma to get paid. I got with the Kuma because the actions of those rods. I can use whatever I want to use, and I'm choosing those rods because of the action of the TCS rod. The TCS will turn me on to them. And I can promise you, if you use one of them, most likely you're going to want to switch all your rods out. So if you don't want to do that, I wouldn't try one, man. Sealers is an ultralight one, but that blue one you showed last time, my lord, it's getting it. You talking about the Serrano? Now, I haven't fished the Serrano yet or the Ceros, but I believe both of those rods have extra fast actions. And I believe it's the TCS is a moderate action. The EVX is more of a faster action. The SX is a faster action, so it just depends what you're looking for. But again, some of those do have extra fast tips on them. What works best, Jacob? I think I always use the Magic Eraser. Years ago, I got videos using the baby wipes, but the Magic Eraser I think works pretty good. Editing software. What is that, Becca? It's called Becca, I'm sure you're still watching this. What's our editing software? Something Premiere? No. I don't know. She'll say it here in the comments. I can't think of it. Is it me or cork handle rods is cheaper than EVA? Is it me or cork handle rods is cheaper than EVA handle rods? What do you mean cheaper? Like cheaper cost? I really don't know price point on one versus the other. Seems like it could be on the company though. Seems like some higher end rods that I can think of are cork. It could be personal preference to the company. I mean, I used to be all cork. I love cork rods. They just, to me, they had more grip. It's a little bit warmer if you fish in colder months. But the more and more I fish EVA, to me now it doesn't make a difference what I fish. But I don't know. Good question though. SOS pads. The SLX, the baitcaster, yes, I have. I've tried it, love it. Have not tried the DC, but the baitcaster is awesome. See you, Greg. Yeah, Serrano. Yep. Wow, man, that's what it's all about, brother. Good deal. All is well here for us too. Working on plans for Heather and I to finally get married. Excited for that. Awesome, dude. Very cool, man. Congrats, bud. Do we have dogs? We have a what's she even called? Havapoo. She's just like a little rat. We had a pit bull for like 10 hours, and my oldest was allergic to her, so we had to get rid of the pit bull. And now we got this, what do they call them, like hyperallergenic dogs or whatever, which is, like I said, she's pretty much a little rat. We love it, buddy. Don't stop. I think we all learn more from great guys like you on here doing live streams. And I personally think Q&As are hard to beat when it comes to producing an informative video. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate the comment. What's your favorite Flora brand? I've been using Seaguar and VizX for probably like 15 years. So, thanks, Luke. You the man, dude. Are they true fast actions? I would call the actions compared to like, how do I want to say that? Okay, back when I was using Dobbins rods, everyone that I talked to about Dobbins rods said if you normally fish a medium heavy, you should fish a heavy because Dobbins are lighter than your typical rod. Okay, before Dobbins, I used a lot of Shimano. I used a lot of Bass Pro rods, a couple, say Croy rods. Okay, all those rods to me felt true to what they were as far as what's rode on the rod. If it said it was a medium heavy fast action, to me that's what it felt like. Okay, so when I started using Dobbins, okay, so it felt normal to me. That's pretty much the same thing with the Okuma rods. You know, a standard medium heavy Okuma rod feels just like the Dobbins rod, that felt just like the Shimano rods, felt just like the Bass Pro rods. So to me, they're true within other brands, if you want to say something like that, you know, as far as the power and action goes. So I would say when I pick up an Okuma medium heavy fast, it feels just like all the other ones that I've used in the past. You know, when their rods say they're slower, they're moderate, they're much slower, like I said, they're softer than the faster action rods. So I'd say what's on the rod, what the rod is rated for, is really what it is in my mind. I'm thinking of getting the 610 medium power extra fast. Do you think that would be great for finesse style baits, like stick baits and whatnot? 610 medium power extra fast. Finesse baits, stick baits. I'm thinking about that. You know, an extra fast. I would use an extra fast, mainly for like close quarter type fishing. Like if you're, you know, pitching and flipping, something like that. That's a great action to have, just because let's say you're using a softer rod and you're only pitching 15 foot from you. We got to think, if a bass hits it and is running towards you, by the time that softer rod loads up and you hook them, the bass could be under the boat. With that extra fast action, it's a much stiffer tip, so you hook them right away. So that's when I like that type of action. Or to be honest, that action is even great for like poppers. It's a real quick, responsive tip, so it makes your poppers work really well as well. That's when I would normally use an extra fast action. So to use it for more finesse stuff, I mean, it's going to be sensitive because it's a little bit stiffer. So you could use it for, more finesse type stuff. Like stick baits, normally I just use like this a medium heavy fast for that. Again, I'm not saying you couldn't use that rod, and you probably could. I'm not sure if it says the rating online on those rods, but they actually built that rod for you. You may want to look into that. But again, that's kind of what I would use an extra fast action for. So, but again, that series, I believe majority of that series is extra fast. So again, until I actually use that particular rod, I won't say no more about it just because, it's rated extra fast. We'll have to see if it really is a true extra fast on the water. Oh, there we go. The editing software is Adobe Premiere Pro. Okay, I need a frog rod. What would you recommend in the $100 or under budget? Ed, the frog rod I use is a TCS rod, a Kuma TCS rod. They're like $139 or something like that. But what I would do is, I'm sure Tackle Warehouse is going to have a sale coming up here next week for the holiday. It'd probably be what, 15-20% off, something like that. So I would actually look at that rod. It's labeled, the one that I use is labeled Jig Worm, but it's a heavy power and it's got a mod fast action to it. It's a little bit slower tip to it, and that's what I use for frogs. 50-pound braid, I love it. That might be one you want to check out. Cheaper in price. So I've seen Akuma have a cork handle rod on Tackle Warehouse for about $70-80, I think. I could have seen that as well. I don't remember the name of that rod, but I think I did see one with a cork handle. I think you're right, Doug. Ricky, you and Miss Becca are invited, of course, along the way to come just for our wedding, but regardless, I'll be sending an invite out. That's cool, dude. And most likely with work and things, we won't be able to make it, but I do appreciate the invite. Have you tried the Z-Man spinnerbaits? No, actually, when I did that unboxing, I did that like 2 days ago. So right before, I think I did the day of you guys seen it. So if I hit the water this week, I'm going to try out those spinnerbaits and definitely the jackhammers. Short or medium extra fast sounds like a jerkbait rod. Yeah, that would work for jerkbaits as well. Now see, normally for me, though, I mean, it's personal preference. I mean, we all fish, different, Rodney. And like, I like a softer action rod for one, just because of treble hooks. But the main reason is I tend to work the baits pretty fast and much faster than I should. And with that softer action rod, you're not actually moving the bait as fast as you, or if you're not moving the bait as far as you think you are, just because that rod's loading up. I lose you guys? Maybe I lost you. I don't know. Hey, what I'm saying was I like a slower rod for a jerkbait just because I tend to move it a lot and too fast probably as well. And that softer rod, you're not actually moving the bait as far as you think you are just because the rod is loading up. We have that extra fast action though, that real responsive tip on there. It'll make the jerkbait dance. What are we doing on Thanksgiving, Jacob? Oh, we all coming over for dinner? You did an unboxing video this week. Yeah, I did one on fall baits. It was an order I got from Karl's. I did it on, what's today? I did it on Thursday. You got me thinking about the extra fast tip. I do a lot of bank fishing, so that's one of the reasons I am thinking going with an extra fast tip for finesse. Now, like I said, it is sensitive, and again, it's a quicker responsive tip. So you might like it. I mean, just try it out, personal preference and all that. But again, that's the action. When using like Dobbins rods a few years ago, I was digging that action for those rods just because, again, it worked really well. Now I'm back to the softer action. It just really depends on, like I said, personal preference, how the rod is built. But back then, that's when I used the extra fast actions, and that's what I like for that close quarters fishing. You just have more power, and like I said, that tip hits that much faster than a slower tip. I hate YouTube sometimes. I don't always get notifications. You slacker? I'm just joking, man. What's going on, Hank? You're late, buddy. We've been on here 2 hours waiting for you, man. It's called X Prior for about $70. Yeah, I've heard of that one. Okay. Yep. I've seen that one. Guys, pushing my 2 hours. We're caught up again here. We'll stay on another 5 minutes. Make it 2 hours even. We'll go ahead and get off here. No problem, Hank. We waited just for you. I told everybody when we got on here, we were not getting off until I see Hank. 73 still on here. If you guys have not hit the thumbs up button on there, please hit that thumbs up. Definitely check out my guys, ocjdeals.com. Link down below. Really appreciate that. No problem, Hank, dude. You're worth the wait, man. Catching those big old slobs down in Florida. Worth the wait. And guys, if you did enter for the giveaway, we had the bull shad, we had the glide bait, Exo Swims, Wild Craws, 2 packs of big bite baits, little drop shot bait, and then we had the line clips. Okay, if you did donate, you're entered in the giveaway. Make sure you check back when the video is processed to see who won, and then my email is in the description, and you can go ahead and message me on Instagram or Facebook to give me your address, and then I'll ship that stuff out. So make sure you look back when the video is processed. Favorite jig rod would be the one that I use for frogs as well. It's a like a 7 foot heavy mod fast action. It's labeled jig worm, and like I said, I use it for jigs. I use it for worms. Love it for swim jigs, frogs, things like that. Diamond 10 short handles. I don't like that. I kind of prefer shorter handles though, so I kind of like those. Too bad we can't post pictures on here. That would be cool though. Post pictures. You can always hit me up on Facebook though, Doug. I enjoyed my first Sunday Night Live. Looking forward to more. Lots of excellent questions and info. Appreciate you tuning in, Brian. We're here every Sunday, man. Best rod for chatterbaits. I'm using the TCS. It's a 7 foot. It's a medium heavy with a moderate action to it. So it's a medium heavy with a slower tip. So that's what I'm using. Mike, looks like you're asking a code for Akuma. No, there's no code for Akuma for rods. If you want to buy an Akuma rod, I would say Tackle Warehouse. Wait for a sale. Well, I know a lot of guys are picking them up on Walmart. You can get a lot of deals from Akuma on Walmart.com or whatever. They have Akuma rods. I think some guys are getting the Akuma rods for like 90-something bucks at Walmart. Trina, one lure for the rest of my life. So you guys know what it is. The old square bill. James, do you have any experience with the Savage Gear bluegill swim bait? No jig hook. It is no jig hook in it. It's got a top and bottom treble. Has a tuning weight. How do I tune it, brother? No clue how to do that. I haven't used it, but I really couldn't tell you. Mad Matt, if he's still in here, he may have played around with those, but to be honest, I haven't seen one, so I couldn't even tell you, like I said, what it looks like. I have no idea. I'm sure if you Google it or punch it in on YouTube, I'm sure something will come up, man. Jacob Caldwell is doing a video tomorrow. Check him out on Instagram. Maybe a little friendly contest of who has the biggest catch of the day or week. Dude, that could be cool. That could be fun. Yeah, maybe I could even do something like that, and everyone could post them to my Facebook, and then maybe I could pick the winner or something like that on here. That could be cool. I'll have to think that out and do something like that. No problem, Ed. My pleasure, buddy. See, amen. Short handles are where it is for frogs. Short people have short arms. Yep. I'm just more comfortable with a shorter handle. A lot of times when you go from side to side, you're always hitting your belly or hitting your waist and stuff like that. The longer handles get in the way. Appreciate $3, Eddie. You're interested in the giveaway, bud. Do you throw a weightless fluke jerk bait, or can you give? Do you throw a weightless fluke jerk bait, or can you give any tips? I do. To be honest, the striking ones that I use are pretty heavy. Got a lot of salt in them, so you can toss those weightless, no problem, with like a medium heavy fast. I also throw those on that worm jig rod, 50-pound braid. So I mean, like I said, they're pretty heavy bait, being weightless, but you can also put like a a Swimbait hook on them with like a 16th ounce weight if you want a little more weight, if you're going to be a little more aggressive with them to keep them down in the water column. But like I said, the striking ones you can easily throw weightless just because they got a ton of salt in them. So on Matt, appreciate $2, buddy. You're entered in the giveaway. SNL are the best. Thanks for the vids, man. Guys, go check out Mad Matt on YouTube. Give him a sub. Yeah, Mike, yeah, there's no code for the Akuma. I switched to all Carbon Light 2.0s with all 13 fishing reels. The Carbon Light 2.0 are really light and super strong. No, not a problem yet. 2 tournament seasons down. Awesome, dude. Carbon Light, I guess is that what, Bass Pro? Bass Pro makes a killer rod reel, man. Favorite flipping rod? Probably same, probably the 7.6. It's I think it's a jig flipping rod from Akuma TCS. I don't what? Oh yeah, Mike. Yeah, I seen Ismail. I seen he sent me a text as well, and then I just seen his comments. So $100 for the old TCS rods. When they were actually new or whatever, just a few years back, the TCS rods. I know guys were getting them at Walmart.com for like 90-something bucks. Now the brand new ones, I don't know if Walmart or wherever carries those yet. I think Tackle Warehouse does. Will the newer ones be on sale yet? I have no idea. But I'd imagine you can still find some of the old ones online for probably right around $100, just because, again, Walmart was carrying them online. Hey, Doug, that will be cool. We'll have to put some thought into that, see what we can do. Oh, Jacob's got a video on YouTube tomorrow. Check him out. They hit my shirt sleeves when walking, yeah. Yeah, I like the shorter handles. It's extremely realistic. I'm pretty impressed with it. Came in my MTB box late this month. I'm about to start learning swim baits. Like the full size, should be fun and challenge. Dude, check out, I'll be thinking the thumbnail to this video. These are from Fish Lab. If you look on Tackle Warehouse, I don't believe they're available yet. You can pre-order them. But these are only like, I think from 12 to like $17. I mean, pretty realistic looking. Again, I don't know how they'll hold up. I haven't used them yet. But they got ones that don't come with the hook that you can put a hook in yourself. And they got some smaller ones here. They got some rattling frogs. You can hear that. It's pretty cool stuff. Again, it's called Fish Lab. It's, I guess this company is affiliated with Akuma, so they sent me a few things. But yeah, definitely check those out. For the price, that'd be pretty good. No problem, Jacob. Have you ever handled a favorite rod? I have not. Me and Matt should collab. He really ain't that far, and he's got much better fishing than I have here, so I should go up his way. I lied. I still do use my TCS Heavy. Cool. Oh, Doug, appreciate the $5, buddy. One more for the cause. Increase odds for that giveaway. There you go, bud. I wish you luck, man. Amazing rod. Yep, the TCS rods are awesome, dude. A quick hello to my 4-year-old son, Braden Wilson. Thanks for everything. Braden, bud. Get to bed, buddy. Probably got school in the morning. Preschool, maybe. Mr. Preacher, yes, I do want to hook up with him sometime. Yeah, Matt, we need to make that happen, dude. Amazon has a Scott Martin TCS for under $100. There you go, Amazon. Those are sick, man. I'm going to have to check those out for sure. Probably a great place to start. Yeah, for the price, I mean, swim baits obviously get pretty expensive. And I think it's like $12 to $17 for, like I said, pretty much all these. And I think it's Fish Lab. I think they're available maybe on the 28th or 29th this month, but you can't pre-order them if you want to check them out. Collab with me only live on Instagram. Jacob, you're live like every 2 minutes, dude. Well, guys, I'll tell you what. All this talking, my throat's starting to get to me. Have you tried Brendan Miller's swim baits? I bought some. Company was cool, but I haven't tried them yet. No, I didn't even know he made them. I watch his videos from time to time, but I didn't know he made baits. Collab with Jacob. Matt, why don't you collab with Jacob? Are you still changing out your bearings or using factory? I haven't changed them out in a while. And like I said, when I was changing them out, I mean, you get some extra distance, maybe 15, 20 foot, 10 foot, something like that. You do get some extra feet. If you're only going for distance, it's probably not worth it. But if you look at overall, like same distance as you were getting before, you get that with way less effort. So, I mean, and you can run those bearings dry, so really less maintenance. I mean, it depends what you're looking for with an upgraded bearing, but I have not done that in a long time, to be honest. Tech Warehouse says 29 for those. Cool. And they sent them to me last week or so, and I looked on there to see prices on them, and I said you could pre-order them. But yeah, they weren't available till, like you said, the 29th. What's your opinion of living rubber versus silicone skirts on finesse jigs? I don't throw a whole lot of finesse jigs, to be honest. I mean, the living rubber, obviously, it's going to give you a little bigger profile, slower moving, maybe better for those hot summer days, maybe colder water, things like that. I haven't messed around too much with the living rubber, but I'd imagine Tactical Bass would have some good videos on that. Love SNLs. Have a good night. All right, Sean. Yeah, dude, we're about to get off here, man. My throat's killing me. You better rest that voice. You know we will talk forever. Yeah. Are you and old Watts going to do a video together before summer is over? Dude, summer's pretty much over, man. Lows here are like, I think this week are in the 50s, 58, something like that. Highs are in 70s, low 80s. I mean, it feels like fall right now. And normally when it starts to feel like fall, it snows the following week. So it's pretty much over here. And to be honest, man, the lakes that I fish, you know, you guys hear me crab about those lakes all the time. They're not great lakes, but you would think they'd really pick up in the fall. And for whatever reason, they never really do. I mean, usually I catch my biggest fish of the year in September. So I'm hoping to catch a big one next month. But as far as number goes, they're never really number lakes. So I don't know. It's crazy. Best lure technique for punching 3-inch mats. I don't know a whole lot about mat fishing because the lakes that I fish don't even have mats. If I were you, I would tune in tomorrow on Backyard Basson's channel at 7 o'clock. And I know he fishes a lot of mats, but I really don't have much experience with it. All right, Doug. Appreciate you tuning in, buddy. No problem, Brett. Man, I have some living rubber jigs, but I don't feel like getting more bites between the two. I feel like a jig is a jig. I hear you. Yeah, really, too, really, with the mud holes I fish, it's not that they would really see the difference anyways, you know. You finally going to do some ice fishing videos? I don't know, dude. Old Phantom was supposed to take me last year, but to be honest, when the ice finally froze, we didn't have a whole lot of time to get on it before it was already thawing. So it was kind of a crazy year for that last year. Just got here. What bait were you talking about? These are from Fish Lab. You check them out on Tackle Warehouse. This is a new swim bait. Pretty affordable. They're like anywhere from I think 10 to like 17 bucks. Oh man, that would be nice. 108 degrees here again today. Won't cool down until around Halloween. No kidding, dude. Man, I'll take that weather. And I wash trucks for a living, so I'm not digging the cold, you know. 6 in the morning and 35 degrees out and cold water blowing in your face is no fun. No problem, Block. Phantom fishing, dude. 2 hours and 10 minutes and you finally show up, dude. You joker. Did you get your boat back in the water, man? Have a good week and keep those lines tight them out. All right, Chuck. Yeah, dude, I'm about out too, man. Phantom's on here so we can finally all get off. All right, Trina. Hey, guys, 2 hours, 10 minutes. I'm talked out. You guys are awesome. I do appreciate you guys tuning in all night. It was an awesome chat. We'll definitely do it again next week. keep a lookout for Tuesday's video. Should be a good one. And if you guys did donate, make sure you look back when the video is processed to see who won, so you guys can respond to me and I can get that shipped out to you guys. Again, you guys are awesome. We will see you guys on Tuesday.